This is the story about Maiden Tower by the Caspian Sea. The tower is located in the city of Baku, the capital of Azerbaijan. Azerbaijan means land of fire. There are many versions of the legend of Maiden Tower. I would like to tell you the most beautiful variation of this tale. It is the story of the golden-haired girl. A very long time ago, there was a fortress in a town named Baku. This medieval town had the fire temple tower, where the supreme priest of the temple and others worshipped the holy fire. One day, the enemy force was approaching this town. The warriors of Baku went outside the gates to confront the enemy's army in a fight to the death. A fight to the death it was. None of the defenders survived. The residents of Baku locked themselves in the fire temple tower, refusing to provide the enemy with the key to the gates. In retaliation, the enemy's army surrounded the fortress and cut the water source to the tower. Many days and nights passed. People in the temple tower had run out of food and water. The supreme priest of the temple, together with all the remaining citizens, prayed to the Zoroastrian god. They asked the holy fire for help. Finally, the Creator heard their prayers. A shining light came from the top of the fire temple. Instantly, a golden-haired girl appeared. She had long, beautiful hair, glowing like fire. Her presence filled the temple with divinity's light. The crowd followed the priest and fell to the knees, begging her to save them from death and slavery. The girl said, "Stop crying, good people of Baku. I am here to protect you." "Bring me the man's armor and his helmet. Nobody outside of this temple should see my hair." "Now, pray with me, good people of Baku, and open the gates," said the girl. Meanwhile, the commander of the attacking army announced a challenge for a duel between the finest warriors of each side. The enemy's commander promised, "If the warrior of Baku wins, I will retreat my army. If I win, the people of Baku will become my servants." The heavily armed commander was waiting outside for combat with the best warrior of the fire temple. The tower's defender came out to confront the commander. His stature was not as intimidating, but he showed supreme confidence. The epic battle began. People from both sides breathlessly watched this critical fight. The enemy's warrior was tall and powerful, but the slimly built defender was very agile and graceful. During the crucial moment in the battle, the command of enemy's army was on the ground. The tower's defender held the sword to the commander's throat. "You win," exclaimed the commander. "I will move my army away from this land. Take off your helmet. I want to see the face of the warrior who beat me." The winner removed the helmet, and the commander could not believe his eyes. In front of him was a girl with a long, gold hair and a beautiful smile. He was left speechless, and a moment later he said, "Forgive me, beauty. I promise you, I will never attack this town again, and I will never forget your charm and your courageous heart." The commander fell madly in love with the girl, and the girl fell in love with the commander. She admired his strong character and open heart. He humbly asked her to marry him, and she said yes. They had the most festive wedding, and they lived happily ever after. The people of Baku never forget the fire-haired girl who saved their town from death and destruction. They named the tower after the warrior girl, Maiden Tower. This is how the old fortress of Baku looks today. The Maiden Tower dates from the 12th century and has been recognized as a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Today, the city of Baku combines this mesmerizing old town with a fascinating cosmopolitan city.